A convenience store chain and its suppliers in Malaysia got hit with a lawsuit because they were selling socks that had the word Allah on them. Now, many Muslims in Malaysia found these socks to be disrespectful. Executives from KK Supermarket and their supplier, Xin Jian Chang, were charged with, quote, deliberately intending to hurt religious feelings. KK Supermarket is also suing the supplier for losses and damages to the chain's reputation. A conviction there could mean not just like money, but it could mean up to a year in jail or a fine. I thought this story was interesting because I'm always trying to think about sort of how we deal with religion in the public sphere. You know, we had the whole Hobby Lobby thing. We've had these, we had these whole debates about whether you can have a gay wedding cake, whether you have to sell them or not. How do we deal with this stuff where people have religious beliefs that we want to honor and respect, and on the other hand, we don't want to compel people to religion? So, for example, if a convenience store has socks that say Allah on them, that to me is strange. I think that that's weird. I don't know who the market for that was. I mean, Muslims don't want socks with Allah on them. You know, the idea of the graven image makes it challenging for anybody who abides by Old Testament commandments, as Muslims do, as Jewish people do, and to a large extent Christians do, right? If we're saying, look, you can't just have the word God written anywhere or Allah written anywhere, Muslims are like, why do I want Allah on my socks, right? So I don't know who the market was. I don't know who they thought was going to buy them. But when you piss people off for your religious, for your engagement of religion, it's a bad business decision. But the question for me is, should people be sued for it? Should people be convicted for it? In Malaysia, we can see it as, oh, that's just what those hyper-religious nuts are doing, right? That's how we sort of think about, we project our anti-Asian, our Orientalist, anti-Muslim, anti-brown, all that stuff onto them. But we have the same questions here in the United States around how we deal with the gay wedding cake, or how we deal with being forced to sell contraceptives in certain kinds of stores, or being able to provide abortions through the healthcare plan for a particular type of corporation. What do we do with the Chick-fil-A? And when it expresses its religious beliefs and it closes on Sunday, right? Even if that's not what shareholders think are in the best interest of the company. These are all kinds of, for example, these are all kinds of questions and ideas that we have to wrestle with and that we have to think about. And I'm not sure what to do with it. I think we need to respect religion. I think we need to respect people's faith, but we also have to say we are not a religious state, and we should not be. And I don't want to be bound by religious logics, even if I myself have a faith belief. I don't want to impose that on the entire world.